All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a video on the crazy, outlandish standards of the average woman in this current society, man, and going into how the average woman is pretty much just lost, man, and they don't really know what the hell is going on, and they have these crazy high standards about what kind of men that they want to have, right? And the standard that they actually have is not even the thing that I'm gonna have a problem with in this particular video, right? A woman wanting to date a man that's 6'5", if she wants to date a man that's 6'5", all right, go ahead then, right? If that's what kind of man you want to, you want a man to be a billionaire, you want him to be 6'5" and all that, you want him to have this and that, okay, fair enough, right? If that's what you all want to say, go ahead then, right? But what I'm going to be talking about in this particular video is that these women that have these kind of standards would be way more likely to achieve reaching that standard that they want from men if they understood Yahweh's laws and understood that men are allowed to have multiple wives. You understand? Because not only do these women have these crazy high standards and what they expect the kind of man that they want to be with to be like, right? They actually have the nerve and audacity to think that these men that are so rare are gonna be with just a random any like just them, like them as a woman themselves. That is not nothing particularly crazy or high up in on this earth, man. And then it's to the point where you have a woman that's got 7 children by 7 different fathers, that she's got the same standards as a woman that's just turning 15 years old and they're still a virgin, or a woman that's just turned 18 years old and they're still a virgin, or a woman that's turned 20 years old and they're still a virgin, never been with a man in their life. You know what I mean? And then you got all these women that are of all these different standards, low and high of value, right? That they all have the exact same standard on what man they want. But at the same time, they all also have the same kind of delusional belief of how the man that they want that's so rare that can have access to all these women is supposed to be exclusive to them only, when they're not nothing special or unique in the world to where he would want to do that. You understand? Like, it's ridiculous how crazy that these women have become in this world, man. They want a man that's rare, and that's not even the problem. It's that they want the man that's rare to only want them, when they themselves, of their own admission, are not rare or unique in a lot of cases, man. There's not nothing particularly special about they themselves. And in this video, this guy from Fresh and Fit podcast, man, he got so angry with the delusion of women that he was talking to on this particular day that he just ended up kicking every single one of them out of the room, man. Which apparently he's never did that before, where he's kicked off the whole entire panel. And every single one of these women in this room was an OnlyFans woman, apart from, I believe, one of them. You see what I mean? Yet they all had in their mind that that have been putting their body all on the internet require some rare man that's so unique, and then he's only supposed to want to be with them only. You know what I mean? With the coming time and calamity, he's gonna get rid of that stupid delusional belief that these women have, to where, oh, a man's supposed to only be with me, and I'm gonna periodically feed him my sex so that I can control him with it, which is the main reason why women really even desire for a man to only have one woman anyway, so that they can use their body as a weapon against him to try and manipulate him to do what they want him to do, which is any kind of bugged out thing that they think randomly, or whatever a TV show is going to tell them that they're supposed to have from life. You know what I mean? These women have lost their minds down here, man. And Isaiah 4:1, which is a prophecy, by the way, lets you know that that's not going to be the reality that this world's going to be faced with soon. Because it says, and in that day, 7 women, which is not talking about literally 7, it's talking about a complete number. So one man, it might be literally 7. Another man, it might be 3. Another man, it might be 100. But 7 women are going to take hold of one man, saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name, to take our approach. And all of this women's pride levels being elevated to the heavens is actually Bible prophecy, man. Yahweh said he's going to do a new thing in the earth. A woman was going to come past a man, right? And that's what we're living in right now, where women are going around men's authority to just do what they want to do. But at the same time, their whole world, as they live in it, and all the power that they have to be free from men has been given to them by men. Women's power to rebel against men has been given to them at the hands of men, because it's strengthened by a particular group of men that have got power to stop other men from saying you can't act like this. And that's the reality. There's a particular group of men that want women to act like this because it allows them to have power over the world in general right now. But when those men say, you know what, all you women are not going to be doing this no more, then it's not going to be happening. And when Yahweh gives the men back the power that want women to be acting in another way on the earth, which is submissive and feminine, and according to what Proverbs 31:10 says, those women are not going to be able to go outside of that boundary. They think they are, but the proof is going to be in the pudding, as the saying goes, right? Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1 prophecy is going to come to pass, man. And these crazy standards that women have, right, which is what the point of this video is, the crazy standards that women have on men, they'd actually be able to achieve it more if they understood that men can have multiple wives. So then when they see a man that's 6'5", as they like to say, or 6'4", and he meets he's 6 foot plus, yeah, and then he's got a certain 6-figure salary or 7-figure salary or whatever, right? They'll be able to see that guy and be like, okay, can I be, have you got a wife? And he'll be like, yeah or no. Okay, can I be your wife? You know what I mean? Women should really, when you really deep it, considering what they expect from men in this world, they should be coming in to approach men. But then not only that, they want the man that's all these high things to worship them. When the things that they want from this guy is for him to take care of their whole life. So they want a man to chase them down to pay for their whole life. Isn't it ridiculous? And then on top of that, when he's paying for their whole life, they want to be able to tell him that he's not allowed to get more than one woman when God said that he can have more than one. Isn't that ridiculous? And then on top of that, they're going to commit adultery on the guy, because if she sees a guy that's 1 inch taller than him, she's going to be like, oh man, he might be better than my man. Because I saw a prettier woman than me looking at him, so he's got to be better than my man, because like my man's got me, but like this woman's prettier than me, so, and she likes this guy, so, and she's going to be committing adultery. She's going to be flirting with other guys. These women are. They're not going to be like, you know what? My man's taking care of me in all these regards. So when I'm out in public, I'm not going to embarrass him. I'm not just going to be talking to strange men. If someone comes to fix something in my house, I'm going to not even talk to the person. I'm going to make sure when I answer the door, I'm not going to be dressed like a harlot. I'm going to make sure when I come out of the house, I'm not dressed like a harlot. I'm not going to allow men that are not taking care of me in this way to have the same access to talk to me in conversation as what my husband has got access to talk to me. I'm not going to be giving men eye contact when I'm walking down the street. I'm not going to be overly friendly with strange men. I'm not going to, when my man's talking in a group of men, I'm not going to walk over to the group and start running my mouth. I'm going to let my man speak first. When people ask questions, I'm not going to even talk. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, in fact. I'm not going to be all up trying to be around his friendship group and be dressed provocatively in front of them and trying to smile and joke with them and make jokes and snaps and all that and have secret private conversations and private jokes with them. I'm not going to do none of that. And in fact, you know what? I know that my husband's doing all of this for me. I'm going to find him another wife, because I know that he likes women that are small and petite with big breasts and big boobs, that have curly hair or that have straight hair or that have whatever it is. I'm going to find him another woman like that, because I know that that's his type. I'm going to find another wife for him so that she can help his life be even more comfortable, just like how he's made my life comfortable. Women ain't going to do that. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, they want all these, remember, these crazy high, with these crazy expectations and that, and then they don't even want to treat the guy really any different than what they treat anyone else. They don't want to treat the guy that's reached a certain level according to what this world tells you is righteous. They don't even want to treat him any better than the guy that hasn't reached that level. You know what I mean? These women have lost their mind down here, man. And they'd be able to achieve the high, crazy standards that they want a lot easier if they understood that one law, and that a man can have multiple wives. They'd be able to all just go to the NFL, right? And the wives of the NFL players would have to deal with it. All these other 10 women that came to watch your husband, LeBron James, your husband, Stephen Curry, your husband, whatever the other basketball players' names are, They've all came to watch your husband play that match, yeah, and they all want to be his wives, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to deal with it. They're all gonna be his wives as well as you are. There's nothing you can do about it. But women don't want to live in a world with that, do they? They don't want to live in a world like that because they're selfish demons, man, and they want their husband to be miserable. You know what I mean? They think that because they can be happy and settled with one man that's got all of this wealth and all of these things, that means that's how a man's supposed to think. Nah, you men are not as special as you think you are, man. You're quite annoying. And it takes for a man to be living in a society where he can have multiple wives for you women to not get on our damn nerves. You know what I mean? And some of you women, right, you might be comfortable around your man right now and you're realizing that the relationship's going smooth, yeah? And then you're gonna not just accept that, and you're gonna go for your husband's phone, you damn demons. When him having a secret woman or whatever you want to try and say he's doing, yeah? That's the reason why he's able to damn even carry on talking to you. And let me say this as well, man, and I don't care who gets offended by this, man. Relationships in the world are not going to be no better than when a man's able to have multiple wives. The best relationships that anyone's ever going to see on this earth are going to be when men are allowed to have multiple wives. You understand? When a man's able to live in a world where he's allowed to have multiple wives, that's when the relationships on this earth are going to be their best. That's going to be the best relationships that men are going to have with other women, with their women, right? It's going to be when he's got multiple wives. And some of you women right now, man, you're getting along with your husband right now, right? And the reason why you're getting along with him is because he's got multiple wives. That's why most of you women are attracted to the guys that can get loads of women, because he knows that he can get loads of women. So when he's around you women, it's because he wants to be around you in that time, not because you're the only woman that he can be around. You know what I mean? But you dummies don't want to accept that, man. You're trying to fight against Yahweh's laws, and you're trying to fight against your nature of what you actually know what it really is. But then you'll find yourself at a Chris Brown concert, or you'll find yourself all in a line to take pictures with Chris Brown, and you're not appalled or disgusted that other women are in the line. Like, girl, you in the line too? You trying to pay $1,000 to watch Chris Brown, to take a picture with Chris Brown too? I'm not. Girl, I cannot do it. You don't do that. You sit your ass down in the line, right? And you wait your turn. Oh, Chris, can you do a peace sign in this photo? Oh, Chris, can you grab me and pull me in close by the hips? Oh, Chris, can you hug me from behind, Chris Brown? That's what y'all do. Or you all go to a Craig David concert or whatever when he used to be famous, and you all scream your ass off. No, I met this girl on Monday. Y'all be singing up the songs, man. Don't play, man. You go to Usher, that demon, and you all be singing along. But then at the same time, y'all will all want the man to be exclusive to you. And then let's not also talk about this thing that's a fact as well, that women find men more attractive when they know that their man's got a wife, or when they know that the man's got a girlfriend, especially if the woman's attractive. And let's not forget this as well, that there's certain tricks out there that men know in this world where they wear fake wedding rings because they know that it's going to make women be more attracted to them, because women like the idea of stealing something from another woman. So let's not try and make out like when men are married that they become less attractive to you wicked women out there, man. There's a reason why the men become more attractive to you women when you find out that they're married, because it's normal for women to want to be with a man that's got more than one woman, because that's the way how Yahweh set it up. But you've got these fool idiot women in this video running up their mouth. Let me play some of this, man. Got these stupid women running up their mouth.
You're a sex worker.
Did you realize how many, look at all
Delusional.
the really prominent. But what about the high value man? What do you do about them? I make the money. I would love a stay-at-home dad.
Well, listen, right now things tend to tune you out. All right, you ladies understand that attractive men have standards too, just like you have standards.
Nah, they don't understand that. That's the thing. They don't understand that attractive men, what they think attractive men are, have standards like they have standards. They don't care. Most women in this world, if we're being real, they want a man that's got crazy amounts of money to get them pregnant, right? And then they'll semi take care of the child. You know what I mean? They're gonna semi take care of the child because once the child gets to a certain age, the child's gonna go to school from 9 till 3. So then they don't have to worry about the child for that amount of time. And then they're gonna buy their child a few iPads and toys and video games. So then that's gonna take care of some of the time. So then they've only got to worry about a few times where they have to take care of the child. You know what I mean? And then the rest of their time is gonna be free for them to live like an OnlyFans woman. Go to coffee shops, take photos. Oh, today I had pumpkin flavored bagels with avocado on the side. And then they can just float around and live like some Instagram model, man. They want to live like Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? They want to be able to be a socialite where they just travel. Sunday I'm going to an art gallery. But on Saturday I've got a wine and cheese tasting at a new boutique that's just opening up, a pop-up boutique. And then on Friday is Cassandra's baptism, her christening. You know what I mean? And then on Thursday we got something, and then on Monday we've got a light schedule. Oh, I'm stumped. I ain't really, you know what I mean? That's what they want to live like. And they want a man to pay for it all. And they don't care if they have to divorce the man to get that life and get some spousal support. In fact, while they're with some of these celebrities and famous guys, they're planning a way to scheme, man. They'll be secretly visiting lawyers, divorce lawyers, and be like, okay, lawyer, how long do I have to stay with this guy before I'm entitled to something? Or if I leave him now, what am I entitled to? Know what I mean? And that's why damn Tiger Woods, he had to pretend like he was going to take a woman out on holiday. I believe the story goes. He pretended that he was going to take a woman out on holiday and so that she could get out of his house. And while she was out, he changed the locks. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Which Jacob means supplanter. And Tiger Woods is a Jacob, man. He's an Israelite. He changed the locks when she was out of his house, man. Because we know that he knows even been scheming. Just like all the women that are gonna come out about some of the things to do with Diddy, but initially they was trying to get a record deal, man. They didn't care. They knew what was gonna happen at the freak off. Some of these women wasn't even invited to some of these freak offs and found themselves there anyway. Oh, Diddy's having a freak off. Oh, I'm gonna sneak in. You know what I mean? Some of these women would have sneaked into the freak offs, man. And then they're gonna complain, oh man, it was horrible. There was baby oil everywhere. Yeah, you snuck in. You didn't even get an invite. They don't even know you. How did you even end up in there anyway? Same thing with the Weinstein thing, man. Oh, these women, I couldn't believe it. That he was all over me. Mate, you wanted to be in Madagascar 3, man. Don't lie, bro. You wanted to be in Iron Man or whatever movie. So you did what it do. But now y'all want to complain, which P. Diddy is a demon and all these people are demons anyway. But you women are wicked too. Y'all are wicked as well, man. And you've got all these crazy high standards and all these kind of men that you want to be around. But you don't accept that these men, that they've got things that they want to see. And that's why the scriptures say, rise up, you women are at ease, man. And when this society breaks down and collapses, all you proud women are going to get judged, man. Because you've been running around for so long, acting like you're something special, and you're not. Acting like you don't sin. No, you sin. You've been running around acting like you ain't did nothing to nobody. Talking up, running your mouths. And I'm thinking, hang on, wait there. You're wicked. Like you especially you Israelite women, you act like we ain't got sisters. I've seen my so-called sister run circles around Jake, man. I used to see my so-called sister run circles around Jake. I used to see her do that, man. She schooled me up on my so-called sister schooled me up on how wicked some of you Israelite women are, man. She schooled me up on how y'all are. Based on her telling me certain things and based on me seeing what she did too. You know what I mean? You women are wicked demons, man. Including the women of our family. Straight up. But we ain't liars. We ain't liars, boy, man. And that's why this world don't like us, because we don't lie like that, like you people lie, man. We don't lie to fit in. And these prideful women, man, they're gonna get judged, man. They want these crazy high standards of men. And at the same time, though, they don't understand that Yahweh's got laws where men are allowed multiple wives. And you women will be able to beat all you women when you see these guys, right? Like when King Solomon had 700 wives, right? Them other women weren't worried about the other wives. They was happy that they was one of the wives. Know what I mean? The first wife wouldn't. Oh man, how are you gonna go and have a second wife, Solomon? She was just happy that she's one of the wives. And if you women in this world acted the same way, well then you'd all be able to be one of Drake, Chris Brown, whatever these celebrities are as wives. Justin Timberlake, Leonardo DiCaprio. You'd all get to be one of his wives. And then you women will complain about that, but then men have had to come up with certain techniques now to try and, you know what I mean? Like Leonardo DiCaprio, he's got a rule, I think they say in the world, he's got a rule where he stops dating when he wants to get to 25 years old. But really, that's actually wicked. If he was living in a society where men are allowed to have multiple wives, he'd be keeping all of those women. And all the women that he's ever dealt with, that would be on his all the women that a man's dealt with in his life, that would be on the man's so-called body count. So if a man slept with 20 women in his life, for example, he should really have 20 wives. And all of those women should have a body count of 1. That's the righteous way of life. None of those women should be able to have no techniques that they've picked up in the bedroom that they got taught from another man. That's actually gross. Oh, I like the way she throws it back. Well, she learned how to throw it back with someone else, mate. But these women in this video, they want to have been able to run around, sleep with all kind of DJs, club promoters, men that used to be jocks in the school and that, the basketball team captain, and then come to a guy that's then ended up making it in this world and win. Just like how all these women that have been lusting it off in this world right now, some of them are going to have the nerve to try and come to the men of the Lord when all hell breaks loose and think that the men of the Lord are going to just give them access to the kingdom of heaven as wives, as the first batch of wives in the kingdom of heaven. Nah. We ain't going to want the first batch of Israelites that are going to be made under the new covenant to have been made with women that are harlots. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? You think that you women, you wicked skank women, are going to be the first mothers of the children of Israel that are going to be in the kingdom? Nah, fam. Mate, you think we're dishonorable like that? Nah, bruh. Oh, your mother was a pick. Why did you make me be this pick? Why did you pick this as my mum, dad? Oh, well, when I saw that BBL, I just knew that she was going to be a mother of one of the children of the covenant, the first batch of Israelites under the new covenant. Nah, bruv. That is disgusting. Even thinking about that right now sounds disgusting to me and of no honor at all. To pick the mother for your children based on nah. You know what I mean? Like once we're getting into that spirit of we know that this kingdom and this society is falling down, the women that are going to be chosen by the men of the elect to the nation of Israel, the hopefully elect to the nation of Israel, there's going to be some, you think that the apprentice is bad with the selection process and how they choose who's going to be an apprentice. Mate, the selection process on who's going to be them first batch of wives that are going to be the first mothers of the children under the new covenant, that's going to be gruesome, grueling process, man. Them women are going to be scrutinized all the time. Oh, I didn't like the way she rolled her eyes. She's rejected. Man, I didn't like, she was walking too slow. She tutted. She breathed too heavy when I asked her to do this or that. She's rejected. You know what I mean? She looks like she wanted a BBL back. You know what I mean? We're going to get her mad because you even thought about having a BBL. Oh, she spoke to that. She spoke to that man too much. Nah. Next. Just like how women right now, they've got all their crazy stuff that they say. Oh, you think you can take me Cheesecake Factory? Nah, you can't take me Cheesecake Factory. I deserve way more than that. Nah, I deserve the best restaurant in the city. He could only get a window seat. I didn't want a window seat. I wanted a, you know what I mean? You even don't even understand, man, how much your stock's gonna go downhill when all hell breaks loose, man. And you got these crazy high standards, but then at the same time, you don't understand that you'll be able to reach the standards more easy if you understood that men can have multiple wives and you became a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh wife, instead of being a side chick to these guys, meeting them in a hotel room late at night one day, and then they give you $1,000 and tell you keep it moving and make you sign an NDA. Here's 10 grand, sign an NDA and don't tell no one what we did in the room. and then y'all think y'all finessed him. No, you didn't finesse nothing. That 10 grand is nothing to him. Or some of you dirty women out there going to Dubai to get someone Nutella on your head, man. And you want to try and act like you're right. You ain't nothing, man. And you better fix up, man. You women better fix up, because the day of the Lord's coming. And it's a day that men are really going to struggle to be able to make it through. So how much more women? And I just thought I wanted to talk about that particular topic of these women's crazy high standards, and how they'd actually, if they understood Yahweh's laws properly, they'd actually be able to get the type of man that they want a lot more easy even in this world, if they understood Yahweh's laws properly. You know what I mean? But because they don't, they ain't even achieving getting what they want to get in this world neither. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.